Now, if you know me, you know I enjoy Disney Channel original movies. What can I say? They were a great part of my childhood, and still enjoy them today. When I first heard of Minutemen, I was like, Minutemen? I wonder what that could be about. Three high school kids that create a time machine? Must watch now! We start off with Verge, Derek, and Stephanie starting high school. They talk about making a good first impression so they can gain popularity for their high school tenure. We see them trying out for football when Charlie comes randomly driving his science experiment and they start to bully him. Verge does his best to help out, but it's not enough. That's when Derek says to hang them on the statue, propelling him to high school status, and Verge becoming part of the nerds, with Charlie. So we fast forward 3 years later, where we see Derek and Stephanie are now a couple, and Verge and Charlie are best friends. We see Derek and Virgil don't really talk anymore, but Stephanie and Virgil do. Charlie is a super smart kid, always creating inventions. He one day discovers time travel and tells Virgil about the concept. That's when they decide they need someone to help build their time machine. That's when Zeke is introduced. All three of these characters represent the perfect team. Charlie is the brain, Zeke is the muscle, and Virgil is the one who does the talking and stuff. The thing that holds them back is he wishes he was popular and not part of the nerds. We also get introduced to Jeanette. She finds out about the club where the time machine is being built. The name for the club is probably the best name I've ever heard for a club.
The Back to the Future fan club.
Oh, right.
I love that movie, even though I never really saw it. But
So they build a time machine, but then you wonder, what will they use it for? To help nerds not be picked on. Now that's a pretty cool idea. They become like superheroes. What motivates them to do this is the principal. He doesn't like getting involved in bullies being bullies to nerds, because that's the way school is, according to him. Which is kinda true, that's how all schools are, but now we got the Minutemen to save us. Nerds start to be cool now, and the entire school has changed from the normal. But we reach serious personal problems. Stephanie gets injured cheerleading, and Verge thinks to go back and prevent that from happening. That's when the club starts to talk about how you can't use time travel for that. And if you've seen time travel movies, you know the consequences can be disastrous, just like Doc says. But Verge starts thinking bigger and wants to go back to the first day of high school and prevent himself from becoming a nerd. At the same time, the government is on to all three of them building a time machine. That's when the space-time continuum gets corrupted and they have to go back and fix it. What's great about Minutemen is it teaches us we should be proud of who we are, whether it's a nerd or being cool. Things happen for a reason. Charlie made a friend in Verge, and Verge wanted to change all that just for popularity, but he realizes that was the right decision and doesn't change that day. We get a happy ending that shows us that who our real friends are, and that schools don't have to have bullies and nerds. That's just the way it is. And that Back to the Future is a really great movie.